Morning, everybody. Pretty clattering about.
Morning. I just put in frying pan away.
Well, it looks a lovely day, windy but sunny.
Windy.
Yeah, sunny. Well, we had a right job at Asda yesterday, didn't we? They're altering it all. And they put like temporary freezers and that on wheels everywhere. And they're really narrow aisles. Nobody could get by one another. It were hopeless, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know how long that's going to take. I don't know what they're doing.
They move stuff around, don't they?
Nobody could find out.
Yeah.
Yeah. We still managed to spend over 100 quid though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
When I got back, after lunch, I spent all afternoon and most of the evening dealing with these books. Because, of course, I'd set MailChimp up and everything in anticipation. I mean, there's all my drawings on there, but I ain't sold any drawings. So consequently, I've never used the checkout on it. And as soon as I put the information about the book, put the book in the shop and started contacting people who had ordered the book, then the problem started to surface.
Oh dear.
First of all, the link that I sent wasn't the right link. It wasn't taking you to. It was taking you to the site, but I don't know. I can't explain where it was taking you, but it wasn't no good. So I had to figure out why and what was the right link, and then send that out to everybody again. Tell them the first link were no good, to use the second link. And then old Steve up in Scotland found that he couldn't, when he went on the shop on his phone, every time he clicked on the cash point, you know, the checkout, no cart came up.
Oh dear.
So he did it 5 times, and anyway, I tried it, and sure enough, on the mobile, on the desktop it worked all right, but on the mobile it didn't. There's no cash, no trolley, you know, little basket, whatever you want to call it. So I had to go back into the site and edit it. And eventually I got it. Well, at first I discovered that if you turned the phone on its side, there was the basket. You could do it with the phone on its side, like this is now, like our phone is now, not upright. So I thought, it must be something to do with how I've got it arranged on the site. So I fiddled around with it. So eventually the basket came up in the corner on the mobile. So I knew I tried it and it was working. So that's all right. So that took some doing, getting that sorted out. And then I've had to parcel up all the drawings that came yesterday are here. They're all in envelopes. They're all in envelopes, waiting to go off. Eh?
All the books,
all the
darling,
books, all the books,
drawings.
not drawings. They're all here, ready. I'm sending them off today. I had an email to say that the next batch of 5 were on the way yesterday, so whether they get here today or tomorrow, I don't know. But I've got some more that I've orders to fulfil from them.
So you've got to go to the post office with them, haven't you?
Yeah,
to get them weighed and
get them weighed and post
stamp
them.
on.
Yeah. Hopefully it don't cost any more than £8 each.
Oh, no, it won't.
Right. And Maggie in Australia tried to buy one, but it wouldn't recognise her postcode, so she couldn't buy one from my shop. So I sent her to the publisher, because you can buy direct from the publisher, costs the same. So see if they'll send it out to Australia direct. So I'm waiting to hear from Maggie about that. Otherwise, she's going to have to do a direct payment to me and I'll send it. So I haven't had a chance to look at any of videos. Because I've been...
You were a bit busy.
Really, really busy. And it takes a lot of keeping track of who's ordered and who hasn't ordered and...
It's a full-time job, you know, this
It is.
video.
It's a full-time job I've got here.
Keeps him busy.
It sure does. Right, I don't think there's...
Much else?
I mean... what were I going to say? Well, Gina, I've forgotten. Isn't it incredible?
What's something about FITVILLE?
Oh, FITVILLE. All right, carry on with them.
Don't we ever carry on with everything?
I'm going to carry on with everybody. FITVILLE. When I became an affiliate with FITVILLE, I went to the bottom of their website and it clicked on where it said affiliate, to become an affiliate. It took me to a website called Impact. And sure enough, there was a link there and everything. And as I kept going back and checking, there's a graph showing how many people have clicked on it. But I haven't had any commission. There's no commission coming through on it at all. And I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't figure it out at all.
Not that way.
Why am I not getting any commission? I know people are buying shoes. They're using my coupon code. But every time I try to put the coupon code in there, I don't even know whether it was accepting it or not. I have no idea. But whenever I spoke to Elise here on FITVILLE, she gave me another address to another company called Share a Sale. Well, Share a Sale won't even let me register with FITVILLE. I don't know why. So in the end I've deleted that Share a Sale account because I just can't get anywhere with that. But today I've had an email from a girl called Lily at this Impact, this other place.
Oh, it's like Lisa.
Lily.
Lily.
I'm sure it's Lily. Mind you, can I be sure of anything? Oh, it's not to do with that.
Oh, you didn't write it down?
No.
Right.
So I told her about it. I said that I'm not getting any commission and I know people are buying. So why there must be something wrong with it. So whether she checks it out and gets back to me, I don't know. So that's all right, I'll carry on.
We can have carry-ons with anything.
Oh, it's
You don't twist it in knots.
it's all right. This technology, well, you don't need to persevere with it because it'll drive you insane, really.
It's a good job we've got friends out there that can help. Because
Well, Andy,
you'd have been in complete
I'd never have got that.
meltdown.
I don't think I'd have got that book published if it
No.
weren't for Andy. There's one on its way to you today, Andy. On the house. For all your
Hard work.
hard work on my account. And thank you everybody for buying a book. And you know I've signed them all. So you're getting
Oh, you remembered.
a signed copy. Yeah. Yeah. It's not to mention our anonymous friends who put up the cash for me to be able to do it.
Yeah.
So, this is from me. And it's got a date on it, would you
Oh my
believe?
goodness.
8th of April.
Oh,
Oh,
must be nearly.
1968. 8th of
Coming on
April.
time.
Wow. Darling Pat, it's now dinner time. I am writing this letter on the engine decks of the tank.
Oh.
Nice and warm. Last night we went on a night drive cross country. It was great fun. Yeah, I love doing that. Because you had no lights on, pitch black, out in the middle of Saltau Plains. A very occasional tree, a very occasional rise in the terrain. You're to be a good map reader to find your way around Saltau Plains, especially at night in pitch black. Today we have been having lectures on the Ark. That's the tank that I used to drive, which is quite boring. Tonight we are going out again, driving closed down. That's with the what did they call them? When your head was stuck out of the
Tank.
well, I don't know, cupola, what did they call it? And they were like in two halves and it shut down. And there were periscopes. There were two, one here and one there. And you could looked through these periscopes to see where you were going. It were really hard because you could just get your head in between them. And when you were changing gear, your head were coming really close to these episcopes. It were quite interesting. And it were like a ship. The tank, when it were going across country, closed down, and you were driving it, it were like being in a ship. Whoa, going over. Yeah, it was.
Sea with waves.
You had to drive in a very special way, otherwise it'd belly down like that. So you had to drive in a certain way to make it float. Well, quite good. I'm sorry I can't write a long letter to you, Pet, but I didn't get a letter today. God knows when you'll get this one, but at least you will know I am okay. I am black as the firebat just now. It's been raining all day long. I am missing you very much, Pet, and I can't wait for the scheme to end and come home to you. It's only 2 weeks now, Pet. I hope you aren't mad with me for the letter being so short, Pet, but you know what it's like when I'm on scheme, don't you? Anyway, I'll have to finish now, love, so take care and remember I love you very much. Oh, and don't forget to hand in your notice at work, will you, Pet? All my fondest love, Trev. I put in brackets, this is my last letter before coming home for Pat.
Oh.
We start a new life together from this point on. there is just one more letter from Pat next to end this phase of the story. But it doesn't end here. No, not by any means. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you'll have to read the book to find out what went on and that. Actually, there's something else. Alan, I think his name is. He asked me a question about pianos.
All right.
And you don't want to get me going too much about pianos, because I could talk all day about pianos. But he asked me why a piano, I think he asked me why a piano had to be tuned twice when you'd had it delivered.
Oh.
Or why it went out of tune
So
quickly after you'd had it delivered. And I asked him a question, but he hadn't replied to that question, because I didn't know whether this were a new piano or an old piano. Now, I'll tell you something about pianos. When they make them in the factory, pianos, they put them in a soundproof room and they put a gizmo on the keyboard and it plays. It goes like that, up and down for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. 100 odd hours. And it's doing that for two reasons. One is to get the stretch out of the strings, because the piano wire, when you stretch it up, you have to gradually pull a string up to pitch. See, Pat's bored already.
I can still listen while I watch.
If everybody out there is like you are, I better stop, because they think, oh, what's he on about?
I've heard it a lot. I know all about this.
She does. Pat knows a lot about pianos.
Not that I could tell you.
Well, it takes the stretch out of the strings. It takes a long time to get the stretch out of the strings, and they do that. To get the stretch as much as possible out of the strings before it's delivered to a retailer, and also to get the air out of the felt, because there's a lot of leather and felt in the action of a piano, and it's all puffed out with air. And when you regulate a piano, set it up, each movement has to move a certain distance and something else takes over. I mean, the key only goes down 3/8 of an inch, but a lot of things happen in that 3/8 of an inch. So they get all the air out of the felt and readjust the regulation of the piano so that it's plays properly when it's being delivered. And of course, when you jolt a piano about, moving it, because it's the impact of the hammer on the strings. That's one of the reasons that causes a piano to go out of tune, is the hammer hitting the string when you're playing it. Tap, 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 tap. It makes the string go slacker. So too does jolting it. But one of the other main reasons for a piano to go out of tune is change of atmosphere. So when a piano comes from one environment where the relative humidity might be 10 or 12 RH, and it comes into your centrally heated house, which might be a relative humidity of 8, everything, the wood shrinks, it dries, the moisture's dried out. That 3% of excess moisture is taken out of the piano and it shrinks, so that causes your piano to go out of tune. And if that happens too excessively, it'll crack the soundboard or the rest plank. In fact, modern pianos now are kiln dried. They're put in a kiln and gradually very slowly reduce the moisture content down to around about 6 or 8%, so that when it comes into your house, it's already acclimatised to that environment. Anyway, I won't say any more. Well, That's why you have to have it tuned twice after it's been delivered. We used to leave it about 3 months and then go back and tune them. Yeah, until they settle down, and then probably once a year if they're any good. Okay. That's my bit about pianos.
He's very knowledgeable about them. You learnt a lot, didn't you?
I did, yeah. Yeah.
I used to read and read and read,
Yeah.
and then taking them to bits, and we used to cut out little square leathers, and
I used to love doing that.
Love gluing them onto wood and
Rabbit skin glue.
Little green felts. And
That used to pong, didn't it?
yeah.
Rabbit skin glue.
Yeah.
With a little brush to put it on. Yeah. It were on a hot plate, keeping hot. Otherwise, once it cooled down, it went hard.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit smelly.
Yeah.
Dealing with pianos altogether smelly. What we're stripping them with paint stripper.
And the dye, the stain.
The stain was strong. If you were staining them.
Yeah.
Polish.
French polish.
Not too bad.
The polish wasn't too bad, no.
No. But methylated spirits they put in it.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot to
Yeah.
the inside and the outside of a piano. It's incredible.
I used to, when we had this little workshop, which eventually became our front room, I used to have a chair that I took outside, because after I'd done an hour and a half to 2 hours of work in there, I could feel my head sort of go, ooh. So I used to have to go sit in the garden for a bit until I'd come down a bit.
I know. It
was very primitive,
it was. We really, health and safety has shut you down.
Yeah, they would have done.
They'd have shut us down.
Yeah. But we knew we knew how to cope with it, didn't we?
And we used to move them ourselves.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We even moved grand pianos ourselves, didn't we?
Yeah.
Just the two of us.
Yeah, we did. And up steps and down steps. Not a lot of them, but we could get them up 4.
Ooh. 4? No.
4.
I remember we once
Down steps.
did take a piano up some stone steps outside a house in Lincoln.
Yeah, that was.
We virtually cartwheeled it up. I don't know how I did it.
No.
I must have been really strong in them days.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
To lift.
To lift a piano.
Lift these pianos
off the floor and put a bogey underneath.
I know.
Yeah, just lifted one end up on his own. I don't know how he did it.
Yeah. I know.
Because he's only little.
Should have. When I thought back.
Yeah. Quite amazing to watch, really, because people used to stand there and watch.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I don't think they could believe it.
That we could manoeuvre it in and out of an house and lift it up and down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Flip it on its side.
I know.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that's the end of your conversation,
That's it. Aye. Leave that now until tomorrow. All being well, so we'll see you tomorrow. All being well, folks. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.